Well, it is now day 3 of the massive effort to save USS the Sullivans. An unknown event caused it to start sinking on Wednesday as it makes headlines across the country. And many people are wondering about the decommissioned destroyer that calls the Buffalo and Erie County Naval and Military Park home. Good evening, everyone. I'm Claudine Ewing. Today, divers continue to use industrial-sized pumps to get water out of the ship. But there's now something else they need to get out before it causes more problems. 2 on your side's Danielle Church is learning more about it for us this afternoon. Danielle, exactly what has changed with this ship?
So, Claudine, the biggest thing is that the ship is no longer moving. It is stable. That's according to Coast Guard Commander Bill McKinstry. He says it may appear as though it's moving, but that's just because of the weather creating a seiche in the water. So essentially the wind is causing the water levels to rise and fall. The second biggest change is how divers are handling the contaminants coming from the ship. I'm told those include diesel and lube oil that have been with the Sullivans since it was in operation. So divers are trying to remove water from the ship now without leaving those pollutants in the Buffalo River that would eventually end up in the lake later on. They are then putting the diesel and oil in tanks to be disposed of properly. You'll also notice these absorbent ribbons around the water or around the ship. Paul Marzello, president and CEO of the Naval Park, says that's meant to help catch any contaminants they may miss. Starting on Monday, a large international marine salvage company and a Navy architect will also join the team, both in consulting roles. Here's what Marzello had to say when asked why the diesel and oil were still on the decommissioned ship, as well as how those wanting to help can.
Back in 1977, when the ship came in, the Navy doesn't always bring it in as clean as we would like it to be. I mean, we accepted the responsibilities when we took ownership of the ship. However, as things progress, we want to make sure that we have it as clean and environmentally safe as possible. We've always had our website up for savethesullivans.org. We have known that there has been hundreds of people across the country that have reached out to us to know or express their interest. That's one way if you care to. We're not going to promote this at this time because we're busy doing the work, but that is an avenue if you care to help us out, and I appreciate that.
He says the next goal is to get the ship upright. The ship is fully insured, and we are told an insurance adjuster is expected to arrive this week. Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown was also at the Sullivans press conference today. He says there's been a lot of spectators and asks everyone to stay behind the fence for their safety, as well as those working to save the Sullivans. Reporting in the studio, Danielle Church, Channel 2 News.